Hi guys, this is MGS Warrior 2. I have another random Pokemon Showdown battle. So I lead off with a Muck, he leads off with Dusknoir. I go for the Shadow Sneak. Get the Poison Touch on it, so it's poisoned now. But I do take a super effective Earthquake, which dealt around half to Muck. Decide to switch out, do not want to take another Earthquake. But instead he switches to Will-O-Wisp. I guess he did predict the switch, so that was a nice play for him. He switches out into his Ditto. So I set up a layer of spikes. So I decided to switch out, did not want the Skarmory versus Skarmory matchup. As he sets up a layer of his own spikes, I decided to taunt so I could stop the spikes. And that was great, I stopped it dead in its tracks. So I Mega Evolve to Mega Aerodactyl, go for the Fire Fang, hoping to catch Skarmory, but instead I get Yveltal. So I go for the Rock Slide, which does not quite take out the Yveltal. I took a Focus Blast pretty nicely though. He goes for Sucker Punch, because he knows I'm going to try to finish him off with Rock Slide. So Yveltal has been taken down. And now he brings in Sharpedo. I know he has the Aqua Jet, so I'm going to have to switch out. I bring in Alamamala, which does take the Aqua Jet. Took very minimal damage from that. The Sharpedo does have the Speed Boost though, so that has me a little concerned. It did use the Waterfall, it still did not do a whole lot because that's a Water type move. I went for the Toxic just to poison this Sharpedo. He brings in Zebstrika, as I decided to protect to try to scout, but I failed because he switched. So I bring in Whiscash, as his Volt switch failed because my Whiscash is immune. This is my mistake of the game. I stayed in. He had Hidden Power Grass. I thought Zebstrika might be choiced in some way. So even after the Dragon Dance, I still wasn't faster than the Zebstrika, so I got taken down. So he Volt switches into my Muck. Switches out to Braviary. I take this time to go for the rest, to heal up HP. Goes for the U-turn to switch out to his Dusknoir. And this is my rest talking Muck. Unfortunately it chose rest, so I wasted a turn of sleep talk there. So now I have to switch out the one to take an Earthquake. So Skarmory was able to have the immunity to that, which was a nice play for me. So I take this time just to set up another layer of spikes while Dusknoir tries to use Pain Split to gather more HP. Goes for Shadow Sneak just to get additional damage off. I go for a third layer of spikes because I know it's going to really help out. He goes for another Shadow Sneak while I go for the Roost so that Skarmory can stay in this battle a little longer. So he decides to switch out now to Zebstrika, which takes a pounding from 3 layers of spikes. It was able to resist the Brave Bird. And the Wild Charge finishes the Skarmory. I just offered it as death fodder. So here comes my Mega Aerodactyl. Unfortunately, my Rock Slide misses, as he has the Hidden Power Grass. I don't know why he didn't use Electric Attack, but he did. My next Rock Slide hit, Flinch. I was able to get off a third one to finish it off. That was very clutch for me there. I tried to go for the Rock Slide on the Braviary, but I missed. That was a huge miss because I definitely needed to take out that Braviary. But I still do have my Vanillux. That scares him away. Brings out his Imposter Ditto, which immediately transforms into my Vanillux. But I do set up the Automize so that I'm faster. I go for the Hidden Power, which I'm I'm thinking it's grass, I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's electric. So we just exchanged hidden power electrics here. But I do have the speed advantage and probably the special attack advantage, so Diddle goes down. Brings back his breviary. Go for the ice beam. And I was really surprised it held on with 1% of HP. So it goes for the superpower, and that takes down my Vanillux. Now here comes my Alamamala. And it takes a superpower. Because that's the second superpower, it's not as powerful. So I finish it with a Scald. So now we're down to 2 Pokemon each. He gets hammered by spikes on the way in from his Dusknoir, so it's not going to stay in. So Sharpedo's his last Pokemon. He decides to go Destiny Bond here, but I don't finish him off with the Waterfall, so that was fortunate for me that his Destiny Bond did not work. And so he forfeited. He knows he's going to lose to the poisoning. I just find it a funny coincidence that every time I win a battle, the opponent's last Pokemon is poison, so that appears to be my specialty. So alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this Random Pokemon Showdown 6th generation battle. Comment, like, sub, and I'll see you guys next time.